Hi, welcome to this demo of HSM for Windows version 8.1.13. Our developer Sven Dabrowski is going to be walking you through what is new in this version, and that will include going through the different pages in the web client, the dashboard, the activity, the alerts page, as well as the HSM configuration section. He will also show you how to customize the HSM web client through the new features under the customization piece. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Sven.
Okay, I'm Sven Dombrowski. I'm working in the development for the HSM for Windows client. For version 8.1.13, we mainly added features to the HSM web client. Today I will show you the new features in a live demo. The environment of the live demo is here. It consists of 3 HSM installations. 2 of them are on local VMwares on the machine. Additionally, we added a remote cluster node running there. It's connected via a VPN channel. On the local HSM installations, the W2012, it's connected to the web client. It acts as a proxy node to the other HSM installations here and here. All connections are secured with TLS 1.2. Now I will show you the live demo. Okay, first we need to log in. On the dashboard page, if you have new alerts, the alert flag is turned blue now. The new feature is that alerts are marked as reviewed or not in this version. The number of alerts which are new are shown here. And if you click on the tile, you're guided directly to the alerts page, which is here. We will see that later on. That's it from the dashboard. On the live status panel, on the activity page, threshold migration and volume scan tasks are now shown in the rightmost column here. If they are running, currently they're not running, so they're not displayed, I'm sorry. And on the volume analysis tab, the HSM web client shows volume scan information. An HSM volume scan delivers the number and the disk usage of resident files, as well as of stub files. HSM stub files are files on disk with its content migrated to the Spectrum Protect backend server. They are transparently recalled as usual for HSM if accessed. Volume scan information can be used by the HSM administrator to make decisions about HSM migration jobs and if a disk should be replaced someday when the offline data part gets very high and recalls occur more frequently. To make such decisions more simply for the administrator, HSM 8.1.13 also shows volume scan history graphs now. So here we have a history graph with fake data. The purple curve shows the volume amount consumed by resident files on disk. The blue curve here shows the sum of resident data and offline data. So the space between the two curves is the data migrated to the backend server between here. If you're interested in a particular scan event, you can click with the mouse on the data point, for example here, and the according information is displayed then in the side agenda here. So this one as well. So it's updating. Normally, volume scans are run periodically. We will see the configuration panel later on. However, if the HSM administrator wants to run volume scan right now, he can do that now by clicking the scan task button. And the scan starts immediately. Next changes are alerts. The alerts listed by the web client come with a review status in version 8.1.13. The status is stored per user in the web browser's database, the indexedDB. Blue alert rows have not been reviewed, while black ones already have been reviewed. If you review an alert, the row turns black. For example, this one. It's now black. It has been reviewed. You can select a single alert or all alerts. For example, you can select it here, select all. Or you can select a group of alerts of the same type if you push the control key while clicking the mouse. Group selections addresses mass events like these recall quota events here. If you have a couple of quota events, so if I push the control button and click here, all of them are selected or deselected. Selected this one. Selected alerts can be marked read, unread, or they can be deleted in the backend server. So if you delete them, it's gone. HSM has a recall quota feature. The number of recalls can be limited per time for a Windows user or a Windows user group. If the recall quota exceeds and the user can no longer recall stub files, an alert is created like these ones, the quota class alert. The HSM administrator now can reset the quota in the web client to re-enable the user's quota if he cannot recall. So he can reset the quota and it resets in the HSM installation. Okay, next changes in the configuration panel is we added the monitor service. Now can be started or stopped, like the recall service. The monitor service is responsible for threshold migration and volume scans. On the threshold migration tab, to complete the configuration feature, we added the new file space button. So you can directly create a file space if you want another file space for your file migration. And the volume analysis configuration panel is new in version 8.1.13. Here you can configure when and how often volume scans are run. You can enable, disable them, and adjust the time, the frequency. Remember, volume scans deliver the input data for the volume history graphs. Well, and finally, the HSM for Windows Web Client brings customization for the web client itself. These alerts are stored in a small database on server side where HSM is installed. You can automatically purge the database based on time or based on the maximum number of alerts. Alerts will then be deleted according to your default is 1 week lifetime for alerts. Okay, next you can adjust the web client auto logout. Default is 30 minutes, but you can queue according to your security requirements. You can decrease it or increase it. We have the page refresh. Per page, we have dashboard, activity, alerts, and configuration pages, which can adjust it. The client periodically updates its display information according to these values. And if page is opened, it's updated as well. The volume scans. Volume scan data is stored like the alerts in a small server-side database, and you can adjust the database purging accordingly. We have a little more time until they're deleted because we want to see the graphs in the past. You can adjust it however you want. And finally, you can configure volumes. I have to close it before I choose another option here. You can configure the volumes. First, you can adjust percentage when the volume turns into volume data. The limit turns into, or threshold turns into a warning or into an arrow, which is red or yellow, red respectively. You can suppress displaying volumes that are normally not used for HSM. These are the Windows system volumes. Here, the local cluster volumes, which are normally not used for file serving, and mounted volumes, which have no drive letter. So that's mainly what we added to the client. We also had some general improvements. For example, if a HTTP request fails, it's automatically retried 3 times. And finally, on server side, we support TLS 1.3, which is not yet supported by many Windows versions. Windows starts to support it with Windows Server 2022. Well, that's what's new in the HSM for Windows Web Client, HSM for Windows 8.1.13. Thank you.